If you're a coach, consultant, agency owner, service provider, or an online marketer who's looking to build a 100K per month business, doing what you love without chasing clients, without burning yourself out, without sacrificing time freedom, then you need to watch this video entirely. In this video, I'm going to be revealing the exact system that's helping entrepreneurs like William Brown, Sunny Lenarduzzi, Tom Noske, Tom Youngs, and many other people generate over 100K, 200K, 300K, 400K, or even 500K per month doing what they love without sacrificing their time freedom, without burning themselves out, while building a life defined by peace, purpose, and profits. The new age game requires new rules, and let's find out what they are. We are in the middle of 2025 right now, and with the advent of AI and with all the gurus popping up here and there, the trust recession is at its peak. The client acquisition system is broken. What worked 5 years ago doesn't work now, and the way to actually acquire high ticket clients and scale profitably has changed considerably. Gone are those days where you could just pay Facebook a couple of $100 and you could acquire clients worth $5,000, $10,000, or even $20,000. Like those were the golden days, and people like Hormozi actually use advantage of those situations to grow. But I hate to break it to you, this doesn't work anymore. And let's not even go to outbound approaches and cold DMs, cold calls, and cold emailing. Like, when was the last time you bought a high ticket product when someone cold called you or cold emailed you or you interacted with that person for the first time over a Facebook or Instagram DM? Basically, what you're doing when you're doing outbound approaches, even before the prospect has any touch point with you or your business, is like going door to door and asking people to buy your most expensive product. And that doesn't work. So, what's the solution to this? Well, the solution is a simple process that different entrepreneurs are using to supercharge their pipelines, get more leads, get more clients, get more profit margins, and ultimately scale profitably to the next level and build the life of their dreams. By the way, I've put together a free guide specifically for problem solving businesses like coaches, consultants, agency owners, and service providers with the exact step by step roadmap that you can use to build a six-figure business for yourself without complicated funnels, without any cold outreach, without burning money on ads, or without dancing on reels. So feel free to check that out from the link in the description below. Meet William Brown. This guy makes about 600 to $800,000 per month using this exact same process. I call it the YouTube domination flywheel, and this is exactly how it works. So, the YouTube domination flywheel consists of five pillars. The first pillar is called attract. What that means is this pillar is basically talking about attracting the right kind of viewers onto your channel. Well, you might be thinking, what do I mean by the right kind of viewers? Well, basically, I'm referring to your ideal target audience who's going through the kind of problems that you are solving through your offers. Now, many people might think that you might need millions of views, thousands of subscribers, and a huge following in order to be successful, right? Well, if you had just been a creator and only relied on YouTube AdSense and sponsorships and brand deals, that would have been the case. But you are not just a creator, you are an entrepreneur with a proper offer stack in the back end. So, what you need is not to go viral, but rather to attract a small amount of targeted views who are your ready to buy audience, whom you can sell your offers, whom you can make money from. Let me show you an example of what I mean. This guy has just about 800 subscribers and gets just a few hundred views over his videos, as you can see here. But guess what? He's generating over $51,000 per month with just a small channel getting just a few hundred views on every single video. So don't chase virality or increasing your sub count or getting more number of views, because ultimately these metrics won't be the right metrics to track, and these metrics won't be able to generate you revenue. Rather, what you need to target for is actually to attract the right kind of people into your channel. And even with a few hundred views for each video, you will be able to generate a ton of revenue every single month. Well, now you might be thinking, okay, Swarnak, this looks cool, this sounds cool, but how do I actually attract the right kinds of people into my YouTube channel? Well, the answer to that is by strategically placing the right keywords into your video titles and video descriptions. Let me show you what I mean. This is a YouTube channel of Joel Kaplan. He actually generates millions of dollars every single month through his YouTube channel, and he targets specifically SMMA owners to actually help them scale their agencies. Now, if you look into what I exactly said, if you see his most popular videos, you will find this exact term SMMA, 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 SMMA strategically placed in every single video. What this does is this signals to YouTube the kind of audience this video should go to, and YouTube basically starts showing these videos to the exact kind of people that Joel wants to reach. This is how you start attracting the right kind of targeted viewers into your channel, which now brings us to the second pillar of the YouTube domination flywheel. The second pillar in the YouTube domination flywheel is basically nurturing your audience through your videos. Now that you've attracted the right kind of viewers into your channel, what comes next is actually showcasing to them that you are the right person to solve their problems. And how do you do that? By actually creating content on the most burning pain points of your target audience. Now, what happens is when you are creating problems on the most burning pain points of your target audience and you're showcasing them how they can solve those pain points using your unique methodology, they start seeing you as an expert in that niche. And in turn, they are now becoming warmer traffic to actually convert into your clients or buyers. But what happens is if you just keep on providing them value, and if you just keep on showcasing them how they can solve their problems, they will be very happy, they will be subscribing to your channel, they will be engaging with you, they will be putting in a lot of good comments. But mostly what will happen is very few people will end up booking a call with you. So what do you need to do in order to make people actually book calls with you? This brings us to the third component of the YouTube domination flywheel, which is strategic CTAs. What that means is your videos should have CTAs spread across the entire script in a very subtle yet in a very strategic manner, so that people don't feel that you are actually pitching it to them, but they get to know that you actually have something to offer to them, and the right kind of people actually funnel down into the lower part of the funnel. For example, if you have noticed in the beginning, I had placed a soft CTA where I had said that I have brought this down into a small PDF that you can use for yourself. So if you want that, you can click in the link below and get that access right now. That right there was a soft CTA for you to get into my email list. Another CTA is like you can ask them directly to book a call. Like, for example, even in this case, if you'd like us in our team to actually implement these systems for you and give you hands on support, or even build out the systems for you so that you can strategically scale to consistent 20 to 30K per month by the next 180 days, feel free to book a call from the link in the description below. Let's have a chat and let's see if we are the right fit to actually help you with that. This is again a strategic CTA that I am actually placing here inside the video. And this is kind of meta because kind of I'm showing you what to do that while giving the CTA. So yeah, you are getting the point. What this does is when you are including strategic CTAs into the content that's actually warming up those leads, now you are able to generate more booked calls for your business. If you just follow these three pillars correctly, then you might even start attracting qualified calls from day one of posting content itself. In fact, you might even get your first high ticket client from your first video on YouTube itself. Isn't that crazy? That's awesome, right? Well, with that, let's move on to the next pillar. So, by now, we have solved three big problems: generating consistent traffic for your offers, converting cold traffic into warm traffic by actually nurturing them through your videos, by showcasing them that you're the authority in your space, and ultimately generating more qualified book calls for your business through strategic CTAs placed inside your videos. Next comes the juicy part. How can we maximize our conversions and our reach through this exact mechanism so that we are able to maximize our profit margins and generate the most amount of cash flow without putting in any extra effort? That brings us to our fourth and fifth pillars. So, coming to the fourth pillar, this stands for T shaped offer layers. What that means is, like the horizontal part of the T, we are providing one single solution. But like the vertical part of the T, we are having multiple price points to meet the buyer where they are. Let me give you a realistic example over here. Not all of your booked calls will be able to afford your high ticket program. And even if they can, if ample amount of trust and authority has not been built by you, they might be skeptical in investing a huge amount with your business. But these are people who have already found you on YouTube, already consumed your content, believes that you might have a solution to their problem, is already having the problem that you're having, but is not able to get into your program either because of the lack of funds or because the lack of trust. So what should be done in this scenario? Let's take the example of William Brown. Now, what he does is genius in this scenario. Number one, he has a plethora of price points for people to enter in his ecosystem. Secondly, he doesn't have one time pricings. What he has is more of like high ticket recurring models, which is enabling him to not only compound his revenue but also preventing him from going bankrupt and starting from scratch every single month. Let me explain to you what I mean. William Brown has offers ranging from $12 all the way up to $12,000 or $15,000 per month for his customers. Now, imagine this: somebody goes on the call with a closer for William, and he might not have the budget to invest in William, or he might have not built that much trust with William. What he can do, or his closer can do, is instead of thinking whether this person will convert, the closer will then decide which package will be the best deal for this person to come into our ecosystem so that they can experience our offers, get the wins that they require to build the trust and the funds that they need for the higher level packages, and slowly, gradually ascend them at a later stage in the back end to the high ticket offers. What this does is this increases the average order value every single call. This increases the closing rate of every single call, because now what he has is he has offers for every single person calling on the call, be it like no matter what their financial situation is, no matter what the amount of trust they have built upon him is, he is able to convert most of the people into customers. That is where the juice lies. Now, this particular hack will not only increase your cash flow exponentially, but also, since he's doing recurring offers, the profitability compounds exponentially, and ultimately, the amount of money he can spend on acquiring per customer is like huge, ultimately crushing his competition by being the biggest player in this space. Now, if you're just starting off, you don't need to have a gazillion offers to offer to people. What you can do is you can just have three different offers at three different price points: a high ticket offer, a mid ticket offer, a low ticket offer. But make sure all of these offers are recurring continuity offers so that the people who are getting into your ecosystem, they are not just paying you one time, they end up paying for 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, 5 months, 6 months, a year, or even more continuously every single month, so that people are enter into the ecosystem at whatever price point they are comfortable, and also you are able to continuously generate revenue every single month without starting from zero. Lastly comes the fifth pillar of this ecosystem, which is repurposing and redistributing the content that you already made into different other forms of content. What do I mean by that? Let me show you an example. This is the exact strategy that Hormozi follows. So if you look at his shorts feed, most of his shorts are clipped contents from his long form video, with every single shot actually redirecting back to his long form content. Now, why is this important? This is because the algorithms right now, be it YouTube, be it Instagram, be it TikTok, are promoting short form content more than ever before. And with YouTube's new changes, you can now link your long form videos to your short form content. So, by tapping into this methodology, we are able to get more reach for our videos and bring our targeted audience back into watching our long form content. Not just that, you can also take the transcript of your shorts or your long form content and convert it into valuable LinkedIn posts, or even as part of your email sequences, all redirecting back into your ecosystem. As a result of this, you are now again able to attract more targeted viewers into your ecosystem, nurture more of those viewers, convert more of those viewers into booked calls through the strategic CTAs, convert more of those book calls into clients through your T-shaped output layers, and this flywheel goes on and on. Now, with every rotation of this flywheel, you are able to build a base of highly targeted buyers that you can utilize for the next 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, 5 years, 10 years, or even better, your entire lifetime. The best part about this is this doesn't require a dime from your pocket. This doesn't require you to chase anyone or do any form of cold outreach. This doesn't require you to spend hours every single week posting daily, burning yourself out. And even the best part is this doesn't require you to go viral or build a channel with millions of subscribers. Even with a very small subscriber base, with a very small number of targeted views, you are able to build the lifestyle that you desire. This is the exact process through which you can scale to consistently hitting 30K per month, 50K per month, 100K per month, or even beyond. Now, you can try doing this by yourself and try to figure every single thing out, and maybe spend the next 1 year, 2 years, 3 years just trying to perfect the system for your business. Or you can actually let us take care of every single thing, handhold you, or maybe even install such a system for your business and scale to at least hitting consistently 22K to 30K per month by the next 90 days or 180 days. Would you rather spend months and years of your time trying to figure things out? Or would you rather invest in someone who knows this in and out and actually save months and years of your time to actually live the life that you desire? The choice is yours. And if you are someone who actually values time for their lives, the link to book a call with our team is in the description below. Book a call, have a chat with us. There's no obligations. If we feel we are the right way to work with each other, we can take things ahead. By the way, I spoke to you about how we generated 15 plus book calls anonymously using this strategy in the beginning of this video. So if you want to see that case study of how we use this exact system to generate 15 plus book calls for us in the last 30 days, you can check it out right here.